Hello, I'm Emma Howard and I'm joined by Dr. Jonty Heversaid. She's an expert on men's health problems. Hello, Jonty.
Hi, Emma.
I have a question here which I think a lot of young men will be very interested to hear the answer. Is it possible for me to catch thrush from my girlfriend?
Okay, that's straightforward and to the point, isn't it? The answer is yes, it is possible, but thrush isn't a sexually transmitted infection, or we don't consider it to be a sexually transmitted infection. Thrush, which is caused by a yeast infection with something called Candida albicans, actually is on all of our skin naturally, and actually within our bowel. So it's present in everybody, and very often what happens is, it just so happens you get a flare-up of the thrush, of the yeast infection. In men particularly often under the foreskin, because that's where it's warm and moist, and that encourages exactly perfect conditions for a yeast infection to grow.
So men can get it all on their own? They don't need to be sexually active even, and they could contract
Absolutely,
thrush.
men can contract thrush all on their own, as simply as they can contract athlete's foot or any other fungal infection. It's not uncommon. And the symptoms, for example, they might become aware of, are that often the end of the penis, the glands, the head of the penis, can become inflamed, a bit red, itchy and sore, and sometimes you get little red spots on it. And I get a lot of men coming in to see me because obviously they're worried that that might be a sexually transmitted infection. But very commonly that's thrush. If you've not had it before, you should get fungal creams from any pharmacist that should be able to settle it down.
And they're very effective, aren't they? Work very quickly.
They do. They work very quickly. I mean, I tend to suggest it's often worth treating your partner at the same time. Because there is that risk of cross-contamination. So if you treat both partners and keep going for a couple of weeks after the signs of the infection have cleared up, just to make sure you've completely treated any remaining fungus.